And we are underway in Buffalo. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now Allen throwing on second down. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Has been relentless. This time it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line, but there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Welcome.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 23. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On third down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 55 yards. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The point after, no gimme in the snow.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They trail now 9-0. The opening safety followed by the touchdown a moment ago. So an early hole to dig out of as the drive starts 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 28 yards for Javonte Williams as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, a lot of space outside the numbers there, and he's able to take that toss all the way to the end zone.
And that certainly felt like something they had studied on tape and wanted to test here early in the ball game. They thought they could get wide on these guys, and they thought it was worth taking a chance with this play call here in the 1st quarter. Definitely paid off in a big way.
Lutz with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Bills nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Be right back.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's the punter Martin out to kick it away. Returnable here from the 38. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
At the Bills' 32-yard line.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
This 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing now is Allen, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
Going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You know,
I'm not good enough to play a fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it. You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams stiff-armed him, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos are an extra point away from going up by 30. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taking it about the 16. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. Well, there you see it. A hat trick of touchdowns, and we're in the first half. I'm betting that he was over there saying, feed me.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I got to eat.
There is no doubt, and he's real hungry right now, isn't he? I mean, let's be honest about the whole thing. We don't have to be on the field to understand what he's telling everyone.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
DJ Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 152 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Williams again. And Williams is in. Touchdown, Broncos. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Wilson going to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
26-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Allen's throw is complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Taken from just outside the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That punt returned 69 yards. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Allen. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded at about the 28.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them.
Yardage, because I was thinking to myself, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Allen.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Mike Purcell in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. operating from the gun. Allen. And the pressure. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Allen. Got to have this one. Going deep for Diggs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The field ready to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Fighting through pressure. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we from Buffalo.
Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand.